Reading comprehension, pupils book, page 26. So let's start. Match the sentences to the speaker. 1. Come into the castle and play with me. Edward. It's already done with B. Okay, number 2 now. What is like to be a prince? What do you think? With Tom. Okay, with A. Number 3 now. Here are your clothes. Here are your clothes with the servant. D. The last one. 4. What are you doing in those old clothes? The queen. So the last one with C, the queen. Okay. Done. Question number 2 now. Answer the questions with full sentences. 1. Who didn't have any friends? Edward. Edward didn't have any friends. So the first question is already done. Number 2 now. Why did Edward go to find food? What do you think? Because Edward and Tom were hungry. So because Edward, okay, it should be capitalized. And Tom were hungry. Okay. Number 3. Why did the servant push Edward out of the castle? What do you think? Because Edward had Tom's clothes on. So because Edward had Tom's clothes on. Okay. Number 4 now. Who did Tom look for in the castle? Tom looked for Edward in the castle. So we'll write here. Tom looked for Edward okay. In the castle. Okay. Castle. So Tom looked for Edward in the castle. Okay. Now the last question, why does this story have a happy ending? Because Edward and Tom became very good friends. So here, because Edward and Tom became good friends. Or very good friends. Okay. Sounds and spelling. Listen and say the chant. Look at the spelling. So let's listen together.
George and Jill are jolly giraffes, jumping in a huge gym.
George and Jill are jolly giraffes, jumping in a huge gym.
Okay. Now, number 5, we will write the missing letters. Listen and check. So let's listen together.
One, July. July. July.
So the first one is already done.
Orange. ORANG.
So orange, right here the missing letter G. Should be on the lines. Number 3 now.
E. Orange. 3. Vegetable. VEGETABLE. Vegetable.
So number 3, vegetable. We have to write G also here. Okay. Okay. Number 4 now.
Four. Jacket. J A C K E T.
So jacket with J.
Jacket. 5. January. J A N U A R Y. January.
So number 5, January. January also starts with the letter J. Okay. The last one.
Six. Village. V I L L A G E. Village.
Okay, so the last one is village with G also. Okay. Workbook, page 20. Reading comprehension. Question number 1. Read the story on Pupil's Book, pages 24 to 25, and then complete the sentences. 1. Edward asked Tom into the castle because, what do you think? He wanted a friend. Okay. Number 2. They swapped clothes because, what do you think? They wanted to know what it was like to be the other boy. So they wanted to know what is like what it was like to be the other boy. Okay. Number 3 now. The servant pushed Edward out of the castle because, what do you think? He didn't know he was Prince Edward. So the servant, he didn't know he was Prince Edward. Okay, next. Number 4 now. Tom walked round the castle because, what do you think? He wanted to find Edward. So here Tom, he wanted to find Edward. Okay. Number 5 now. Edward had a terrible night because he was outside the castle. So because Edward, he was outside the castle. Okay. The last question now. Everyone was surprised at the end because, what do you think? Why they were surprised? Because Tom was Edward and Edward was Tom. So because here Tom was Edward, and Edward was Tom. Okay, so because Tom was Edward and Edward was Tom. And Edward was Tom. Oh, here was okay. Question number 2 now. Who said it? Write E for Edward, T Tom, S the servant, or Q the queen. Let's start. Number 1 now. Come into the castle and play with me. So it's for Edward, E. Stop. I am the prince. Who said that? Also Edward. E for Edward. Okay. Okay, next. Number 3. Good morning, Prince Edward. Who said that? The servant. S. So S for the servant. Okay. Next. For Prince Edward. Who said that? Prince Edward. Tom. So here T for Tom. Next. What are you doing in those old clothes? Number 5. Who said that? Queen. So we have to write Q for queen. Next. We were playing a game, Your Majesty. Who said that? Tom also. So right here. T for Tom. Okay. Sounds and spelling. Say aloud. Circle the letters that sound like J. So let's start. George and Jane. So we have here Jane, J. Okay, J. Are jolly giraffes. So jolly here, J. And giraffes, G. Okay. Jumping in a huge gym in the village. So here jumping, J. In the huge, G. Gym, also G. In the village, village also we have here G. Okay. George enjoys. So George here we have G. George. Enjoys we have here J. J enjoys. Eating vegetables. Vegetables here we have G also. G. And Jane enjoys drinking orange juice. So Jane here we have J. Enjoys, J also. Drinking orange juice. Orange, G. Juice, J. Okay. Question number 4. Now write the missing letters and then answer the questions for you. So you have to do this question. It's a homework. Thanks for today.